Most successful people in this world are lazy. The problem is not your laziness. The problem is that you are not channeling it well. You have been told that laziness is your biggest enemy, that you have to kill it in order to succeed. But what if your laziness might actually be your secret weapon? What if it is your biggest superpower? If you are ambitious but lazy, don't fight it. Use it. And in this video, I'm going to show you how. Laziness is not defined as an unwillingness to work. Instead, laziness is defined as an unwillingness to work harder than necessary. When Bill Gates said that he will choose a lazy person to do a hard job, he was not joking. Lazy people hate wasted efforts, and that is why they make the fastest and the most efficient solutions. The remote control, it was made by someone who was just too lazy to get up. The Google search engine, it was made by two PhD students who were just too lazy to flip through endless research papers. Your so-called laziness is not a weakness. It is your brain screaming that there must be a smarter way to do this. The question that you should be asking yourself is not how can I do more, but instead, what is the one action that if I take today, it will change my life drastically. See, 20% of your efforts bring about 80% of results in your life. So focus on those 20%. Try to figure out what is that 20% effort in your life which will bring the 80% results and make a drastic difference in your life. And then focus only on those 20%. That is how you get the most amount of work in least effort. Work smarter, not harder. So if you are a student, instead of rote learning for like 10 hours a day, spend some time to learn about different types of studying techniques like memorization or spaced repetition or active recall, which will help you actually boost the efficiency of the things that you have studied. That way, 2 hours of deep work will beat 10 hours of rote learning. Instead of networking with the people randomly, just choose 2 or 3 connections which will actually open doors for you, which are really meaningful and deep and have the highest leverage. You are not trying to do more than everybody else. You are just trying to do that what is the most important, that what will make the biggest difference, and that what will make rest all the other things irrelevant. But you still have to do that 20%. And let's be honest, if you're a lazy person, willpower alone will not work for you. If you rely only on motivation or willpower, you will fail. You need to build systems that work even when you don't. In this video, I'm going to share with you some practical tips which will help you get ahead of everybody else with ease. Tip number 1, automate. Automate repetitive tasks which take your time and energy. Warren Buffett invests in systematic processes. Entrepreneurs schedule their tasks, meetings, posts so that their business can run even when they are sleeping. And now with AI tools available so easily, automation is easier than ever. You can use these automation tools to automate documentation, report generation, even sending emails, replying to customers, generating report, generating citations, scheduling your posts, meetings, tasks, and everything. Tip number 2, delegate. What you can't automate, delegate. See what you can delegate so that you have more time and energy left to focus on the things which are of most importance and which require your unique vision and ideas. Now see, delegation is not just about reducing your workload. It's a strategic leadership skill. It frees up your mental bandwidth and helps you leverage expertise. This in turn will boost your efficiency and productivity without leading to burnout. Once you start to automate and delegate your daily tasks, you will have more time to focus on things that are actually important, like actual learning, focusing on your career development, building a business. Once you are out of your daily grind, you can actually develop other skills. Like delegation helps you develop leadership skills, because delegation is not just about giving your work to someone else, it is also about communicating your expectations, trusting other people, collaborating, and learning communication in a more productive and efficient manner, all of which are key skills for career and business growth. If you are still confused about what to outsource, here is a simple rule of thumb. If there is something which requires your unique vision and creativity, keep it. But if there is something which someone else can do at least 70 to 80% as well, or sometimes even better than you, then delegate it. The next thing I want to talk about is your environment design. Now, even after automation and delegation, there are some things which you need to do on your own. And most people fail not because they are weak, but because their environment constantly tempts them. And there is only a limited willpower that you have. So there is only a limited amount of times when you can fight your environment. See, our brain is lazy by default. So it always chooses the easiest available option. If you have your phone lying just around your study area, then the easiest option is to scroll. If you have snacks lying around just out there, then the easiest option is to eat. So you have to create an environment which is conducive to your growth and not to one which is taking you in the opposite direction. And once you have built the right environment, you will have to lose a very little energy in trying to stop yourself. So instead of forcing yourself to make the right choice every single time, you create an environment where the right choice is always the easy one. Here are some practical examples on how you can use it. First, remove friction from good habits. Put your gym clothes and shoes right next to your bed so that your waking up is the trigger for your workout. Keep your water bottle on your desk so that you automatically drink more water. If you want to read more, keep the book on your pillow. That way, every night you have to pick up that book. Add friction to your bad habits. While working, keep your phone in another room. Your lazy brain will not work all the way just to get the phone. Uninstall the distracting apps or keep them locked in a folder where it is not easy to access. Keep the junk food out of your house. You will not go all the way out just to get a bag of chips. Once you design your environment, you stop relying on motivation. You win by default because now your environment does all the heavy lifting for you. The next step is to manage your energy. Everyone has their natural energy waves throughout the day. There are times in the day when you feel the most excited, energized, and most focused. And then there are times in the day when you feel a little bit dull and sluggish. You will waste a lot of your energy if you keep fighting these waves. That is when you try to focus when you are exhausted. But if you surf the wave, that is ride the highs and rest during the lows, you can actually use your energy waves to your advantage. You will get more work done with less effort. So let's see how to use it. Step number 1 is to track your energy levels. For 3 days, track your energy levels throughout the day. Note down when you feel focused and when you feel drained. Also note down what are the tasks that make you feel energized and what are the tasks that actually take away a lot of your energy. And you will start to see patterns in yourself. For example, sharp in the mornings, crash after lunch, creative in the night. Your energy wave can be unique to you. Now, do your deep work in the peak hours. Save your hardest tasks like studying, creating, or problem solving for those high energy times. And do your autopilot tasks in the low energy hours. Replying to email, folding laundry, or updating spreadsheets, all of this can be done when you are feeling a little bit dull. And lastly, rest without guilt. If you are feeling tired and exhausted, resting for just 20 minutes will recharge you more than dragging out those true unproductive hours. Don't try to be on 24/7. Align your ambition with your biology so that even your laziness works for you. When you use these techniques, you are not being lazy. You are being strategic. You are learning to build a life that runs with your energy and not against it. Now, here is what nobody tells you. Lazy, ambitious people should not run behind 100 different goals. You don't have the energy to do that. You will become overwhelmed and drop everything. You need one big bet. Pick that one big pursuit, if successful, will make everything else look easier or irrelevant. And then design your laziness around it. That is why billionaires are often described as lazy outside of their ambition. They don't spread their energy thin. They double down on the one thing that multiplies, that matters the most. Jeff Bezos was not trying to build Amazon, space rockets, Alexa all at once. In the beginning, it was just an online bookstore. And once that exploded, the other things followed. When ambition is scattered, it leads to burnout. But when ambition is focused, it builds an empire. And your laziness, it actually helps you focus because you don't scatter your energy around 10 different things which are not important. It helps you focus on that one thing which matters the most. So ask yourself, what's the one thing that if I go all in today will make the biggest difference in my life? Why this works is because it will help you conserve your energy. You are lazy, so you won't spread yourself thin. And secondly, compounding will work in your favor. The right bet, it will multiply itself over time. And most importantly, you will have clarity. When you stop juggling, your brain gets laser focused on execution. So instead of trying to master every single skill out there, try to focus on one high leverage skill. Go deep, build projects, showcase your mastery. That single skill can help you land jobs and freelance gigs for years. while others scatter their energy learning 10 half-baked skills. Instead of launching 5 different side hustles, focus on one platform where you want to dominate and then go all in. Instead of trying to build a perfect lifestyle where you are doing gym, yoga, running, and everything all at once, try to focus on one keystone habit and then stick to that. That one bet, it will improve your strength, energy, discipline, and eventually lead you to eating and sleeping better. If you want to find out that one big bet for yourself, ask yourself, what is the one thing that if work will change everything? What feels heavier now but will make feel life easier later? And also check the leverage. Does it actually multiply or does it just keep you busy? And once you have got the answer, commit to it. Give it 6 to 12 months of focused energy before adding anything else. Now let's talk about a lazy person's secret weapon. A lot of lazy people who are in their hustling mindset skip on this one very important thing, which is actually an advantage for the lazy people, and that is rest. Rest is the most underrated productivity tool. Most ambitious people burn out because they glorify hustle. But a lazy ambitious person, if they play it right, they always have the energy to reinvent, to think creatively, and to solve problems in smarter ways. See, the crazy part is that laziness forces you to rest, and rest is the fuel for creativity. Einstein spent hours walking, napping, daydreaming, and he credited those moments of doing nothing to his biggest breakthroughs. Lazy, ambitious people naturally recharge. That means when they do work, they work sharper, fresher, and more creatively than their other burnt out hustler counterparts. So don't feel guilty for resting. Rest is not wasted time. It is where the major breakthroughs happen. Your brain consolidates memories, solves problems, and makes connection all while you are sleeping and not while you are grinding. The best of ideas often hit when you are in a shower, walking, or just lying in your bed, and not when you are sitting in front of the laptop. The truth is that ambitious people who do not prioritize rest often crash soon, whereas lazy ambitious people who embrace rest, they last longer. Let's see some practical tips how you can use rest productively. First, take micro breaks. After every hour of deep work, take a 5 or 10 minutes break to just sit, lie down, walk, or do nothing. Second, active rest. In order to avoid doom scrolling, in the periods of your rest, do something like walking, journaling, listening to music, or even taking a shower. These things will recharge you while still sparking new ideas. And third, use sleep as a strategy. Instead of thinking that sleeping is for the weak, use it as a productivity hack. 7 to 8 hours of proper sleep will actually boost your productivity, give you sharper brain, better memory, and better moods. And tip number 4 is downtime rituals. Schedule time in your day just to do nothing and use that time effectively. Have a notebook by your side to jot down ideas that you get during that time. So the bottom line is that lazy people already rest more than the most. If you stop feeling guilty about it and start looking at it as a fuel, rest becomes your secret competitive advantage. So if you are ambitious but lazy, stop shaming yourself for it. Laziness is efficiency in disguise. Use it to force leverage, build lazy-proof systems, and bet on that one big pursuit. You don't need to work harder than everybody else. You actually need to work smarter than everybody else. Stop fighting your laziness. Start weaponizing it. If you like this video, make sure you like, share, and comment. If you want to watch more videos on self-help, productivity, and making the best out of your life, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.